Thanks, Larry. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks, everybody, for being here today. It's truly a privilege and an honor to be here representing my colleagues in the front office. I see everyone here standing in the back. Thank you to my teammates, and I think on behalf of Jonathan Galula, our Executive Vice President, and Ben Sherrington, our Executive Vice President and General Manager, and their teams, we are so lucky and proud to be a part of the Boston Red Sox organization, and thanks to John, Tom, and Larry for spearheading this preservation and protection of Fenway Park over the last 10 years. We're very, very proud to be here today and excited to kick off this 100th anniversary in grand style. So I think hopefully we're off to a good start. My role here is simple. It's just to add a little bit more flavor, color, detail to some of the initiatives. But before I do that, Dave O'Brien talked about coming here in a car, parking 9 miles away. Mr. Mayor, who grew up in Hyde Park, talked about taking the subway. I just want you guys to know that I walked to Fenway Park. As a kid who grew up less than 2 miles from Fenway, I used to stand in section 25 with my dad, and I think you hear the connections, the common theme of connections to family and multi-generational activities here at Fenway Park. That's what this place is all about. So I'm glad to hear your stories of commuting, but you should try walking. I highly recommend it. All right, let's move on. One of the items on the schedule of events that we're particularly proud of is, while we'll have the April 20th game against the Yankees, the very first baseball game that was actually played here was an exhibition between the Boston Red Sox and Harvard University. So today we're proud to announce that we have invited Harvard University, and they have enthusiastically accepted our invitation to come play on April 9th, 2012. We'll have them here for a workout or a game. We're still trying to track down their throwback uniforms, but Harvard will be here on April 9th to commemorate the very first baseball game ever played on the site of Fenway Park. So that is something that we are very excited about. And I also want to put an extra emphasis on the April 19th open house. We want everyone in New England, if possible, to get the word out. We want to try and get everyone here, as many folks as possible. We'd love to fill this place for a free open house to come on in, tour the preserved and protected Fenway Park, see some memorabilia, and have a chance to do that all day long, the night before, on the eve of Fenway's 100th birthday on April 20th. Mr. Mayor and my boss, Larry, did a great job of covering all the other events. We will be rolling out more events throughout the course of the year. Oh, and there will be a centennial celebration in May later on, which we will be announcing as a formal party, and I believe there will be a fundraising component to that as well. So some special initiatives that we have lined up for 2012. Last April 20th, 2011, we unveiled our 100 Years of Fenway logo to commemorate the one-year advanced planning. We're particularly proud of this logo. It was designed by a committee of people who are working on 2012, including, of course, Larry and Sarah McKenna, who's done a great job. We are going to highlight that logo in many ways throughout 2012. If I could ask our players and coaches who are here today just to stand for 1 minute, you will see that the patch is going to be featured on their uniforms. Thank you, guys. So as they're playing at Fenway or they're playing in ballparks all around the country, America will know that we are proud to salute Fenway Park on her 100th anniversary. That logo will also be featured on every baseball that's used at Fenway Park in 2012. So if you come to a game and you're lucky enough to catch a foul ball, you may get a special commemorative ball with the Fenway 100 logo on there. The logo will also be featured on the bases. So as Salty is throwing someone out, or Ryan's throwing someone out at second base, as the guy's sliding in, he may see that Fenway 100 logo as they get tagged out trying to get into second base. So we'll be proud to feature that logo on our bases. And of course, our friends, the D'Angelos across the street, will have lots of Fenway Park merchandise, Fenway 100 merchandise available for sale.